Right, folks, on we go into Hydrocity zone. And of course, Knuckles just jumps down, cool as a cucumber. There we are. Now, as Sonic, we originally went the lower route, so we'll climb up. Now, this upper route, you can make it as Tails, actually, if you fly up. But Knuckles, we can just simply climb up as well. And see what's going on this way. I thought I'd try to show off different areas when I can remember to, at least. Just so that you're not having to see the same thing over and over again. Ow, not so sweet. There we go. And before we go down here, because there weren't any special stage rings in Act 2 of Angel Island Zone for Knuckles, I figure it makes sense just to get the one over here with Knuckles, right? No, I think it makes sense. So yeah, I think the earliest you can get Super Knuckles or get all the Chaos Emeralds with Knuckles is Hydrocity Zone, because as I say, he doesn't quite have access to some of the special stage rings that Sonic and Tails does. So you might find these special stages slightly easier if you're not going for a perfect, because as I mentioned before in the Sonic playthrough, you do speed up the longer you spend in these special stages. And of course you're not having to worry about collecting all the rings and when to time your jumps at certain sections, so yeah, I find if you're gonna have trouble with these special stages, maybe just focus on the spheres rather than the rings. That might help you out. Who knows? It's just a little pro tip. Oh, maybe not pro tip, but you know, it's a tip nonetheless, potentially. There we go, that's emerald number 3. Oh, I guess we're going down this way. See what we've got in store for us here. If you do get caught by Piranha, just constantly switch from left to right. That should get rid of him. There we go. So, I'm going to go to the upper route. Reason being, this will give us access to the 4th special stage. We won't miss out. Of course, the Hydrocity Zone kicking ass as always. The music, that is awesome tune. Again, the bubble shield will prevent Knuckles from drowning, so might want to grab that. But sometimes, oh, maybe I can't climb that wall. I was gonna say I could be lazy. Oh, I guess I can't. But you know, at least you don't have to flip the switch. So I guess it can be lazy in that regard. Oh well, here's a special stage number 4. Let's get it over and done with. I can't remember whether I mentioned it in a Sonic playthrough, but this is actually my favourite special stage colour scheme, with the red and white and the black background. I really dig it. Again, this one's fairly straightforward. Find that the spheres tend to lead you in the right direction. There you go. Awesome. I mean, I guess it's not over and done with yet. I don't think we're going to screw this bit up there. Right. no. There we go. Emerald and Numero. Let's get on to the boss. So again, this boss isn't like too different from the version that Sonic and Tails have to play, but Knuckles' jump is what's going to let him down here. And I found that to avoid the attacks, I've got a sort of spin dash and get the attacks in there. Yeah, the bubble shield comes in handy to save us from any drowning or anything, so... I missed you. I've got this mini boss here. There we go. Mini boss 2. Down and out. Oh. Okay, I guess we'll end the level then. Into Act 2. Again, Hydrocity Zone, there's not too much differences between Knuckles and Sonic until the end of Act 2. Just trying to beat the wall. Make sure that we don't get caught by it. Oh, of course, Knuckles can just walk through those without having to worry about spin dashing. So, you know, you're lazy like me, don't have to press it down a day, you can just run through it. And again, we should be able to access the same two special stages as we could with Sonic. Jump over you. Let's see what's going on down here. So I never tend to play, like when I do replay Sonic vehicles, I tend to just go for Sonic and Tails, and Knuckles are sort of leave to one side. But you know, every so often I'll do a Knuckles run just for a bit of variation. Tails is probably the character I play least as, to be honest, and that's because Tails is essentially probably the easy mode, I'd say, largely due to the flight mechanics. You can just fly everywhere, and the levels are exactly the same as Sonic. So, again, maybe if you're not so familiar with Sonic games and you might prefer an easier ride, the Tails playthrough might be a good starting point if you're finding Sonic a bit too difficult. But I think I mentioned the Marble Garden Zone is actually pretty tough with Tails alone, and I feel like that's a bit of a boo-boo on the part of the development, because you know, it's probably not too fair having the sticking point on essentially the easy mode, being on a boss that is relatively more straightforward than Sonic, but well, it's not too much of a kerfuffle. Anyway, let's move onwards and upwards. There we go. You got the onwards part then. I don't think Knuckles can't make that jump. Guess you're going the long way. No. Yeah, sometimes my laziness costs me time. Yeah, like the Knuckles' jump height, it doesn't seem like significantly lower or anything, but you do notice it at certain points. Yeah, really does kick in. Ow. Of course, I was just showing what getting hit by that shark would do. Not due to any incompetence on my part, of course. Okay, maybe some slight incompetence. Only slight incompetence. Nice. And of course, we can climb up here quite simply with Knuckles, and let's get him on number 6. Again, this one's one of my favourite special stages too. I think this one's a pretty chilled one. But we won't have to see... after the next one, we won't have to see any road to Mushroom Hill Zone. Then it'll be a special stage galore, and then it's all over with a promise. I swear to you guys. Get hit by one of those blocks that pushes back into one of the red spheres. Sorted. Okay, and at some points it just sort of becomes second nature. The movements that you have to make. There we go. That's emerald number 6. And yeah, we'll drop down, and this is where Knuckles gets a slightly extended Act 2, because of course before Sonic fell down here, but that doesn't quite happen. Again, I sort of wish this was something Sonic Mania did a bit more of as well. Just working on a couple of extra routes that Knuckles could take. They did have a few in, specifically Green Hill Zone and Mirage Saloon Zone, Act 1, and a bit of Chemical Plant, but I can't really remember too much else, to be honest. But maybe there were other routes that I've just not discovered, but yeah, I think this is one thing that I do love about Sonic and Knuckles, just how much detail it did put into creating a different experience. Anyway, that concludes my TED Talk on Knuckles and Sonic Mania. Let's see what this dude has to do. So again, the first difficulty is that he will no longer dip down. He's learned from Robotnik's mistakes. So there we go. You get your hits in like that. Otherwise, we'll have to use the water bombs, which I was never particularly good at. There we go. Oh. Squandered opportunity. Awesome. Got a nice couple of hits in at least. A little bit closer. And yeah, the whirlpool does actually move along with the boss, so that makes it a bit more difficult to catch up to it as well. Again, it's not like a massive difference in difficulty, it's just like minor things, but it does add up. There we go. Awesome. So yeah, not too tough, but we got through it in the end. That's Hydrocity done. So I'll catch you guys back in the Marble Gardens, but until then, Catch you later. Have a good one.